Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the regular scheduled meeting of the President Board of Trustees of Village of Tinley Park, Cook and Will County, held on Tuesday, June 20th, starting at 6:46 p.m. Will everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Here.
Trustee Brennan? Trustee Mahoney?
Present.
Trustee Mueller?
Here.
Trustee Shaw?
Present.
Trustee Sullivan? Here. President Klotz?
Present, thank you. Item number 1, can I have a motion to consider approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 1. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 2. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting held on June 6, 2023.
I'll make that motion.
A second.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 2. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 3. Receive presentation of the Tinley Park Business Spotlight, Hawaii Fluid Art. Clerk O'Connor.
Hawaii Fluid Art, 17200 Oak Park Avenue, Unit 104, Tinley Park, 60477, guides seasoned and inexperienced artists alike through the process of creating beautiful and unique artwork, one-of-a-kind tumblers, and more. Please join me in welcoming David King of Hawaii Fluid Art.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. So my friend and partner, Patrice, who is actually at the shop right now, we're very excited to open up and be a part of the community here. As you just heard a little bit, we offer individual and very unique painting experiences that require absolutely no skill or previous experience, but you'll still be able to make something absolutely beautiful. So please keep us in mind for your individual sessions. We're offering date nights, group settings, bachelorette parties, birthday parties, really any event for ages 3 to 103. So please keep us in mind for a great evening, and we'll be having our BYOB permit soon as well. So we're going to encourage that. And in addition to our painting studio, we also have a gallery with local artists and a retail section that has a very wide variety of products. Some of them are made by local citizens. Some of the artists are throughout the United States, and some of them are international as well. But we have a great deal of fun products. We say something for everybody. So tonight I just decided to bring something small and fun that I could carry. But this is our Real Housewives of Tinley Park candle. So again, just fun items throughout, fun gifts, and something for everybody throughout our retail section as well. So if you're in the area, especially on the car show nights or really any night for that example. So we're open 7 days a week, and we teach 6 classes a day, 7 days a week. So you can make reservations online, or feel free to just walk in and get creative with us at any time. And at the moment, we have over 100 colors to choose from. So that's going to be the most difficult part, is picking the colors that you want your painting to be. But again, there's no pressure. We have instructors that will guide you through step by step, regardless of if you're going to do a painting, a tumbler class, glass painting, or a beach resin scene as well. So a variety of creative outlets are available, and we look forward to being of service to everyone in Tinley Park here in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your capacity?
We're doing groups of
6.
20, but we can accommodate 40 as a maximum. So we would do multiple group sessions, so that would be, it's typically about an hour for 10 people to complete the class. The resin or some of the beach scenes are a little bit longer depending on what materials that we're working with, but typically it's about an hour or 2 for each creative session. And that way we can take the time to answer questions and make sure that we're having fun throughout the process.
Good, thank you.
Sure.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
We had a cancellation for one of the business spotlights, so since one of our businesses was late today, We're gonna do an impromptu and ask, what, you think we're talking about you? We're gonna ask Angela if you would like to do the next business spotlight and talk about all the hard work that you and your family put in to the renovation
Sure. I won't laugh
and how
this
it's,
time.
how it's turned out.
It's been great. Yeah. It's funny because I feel like everyone says we should have had a reality show since we did it so quickly. But we're really happy. We're still a work in progress. We're waiting for some cool booths and table seating, but 70% done. But everyone's loving the open feel of it. We didn't get more bar seats, but it's very spacious. But yeah, it's been a hard transition for some. But overall, we've gotten a lot of positive feedback, and we're excited and happy with the way everything turned out. So, and yes, the pizzas are really good. But we still have pasta and good, healthy salmon and calamari and things that don't have carbs or, you know. But yeah, but everything went really well, and obviously we owe that battle to all of you because you're on everything with us, and we appreciate that. And yeah, so all good.
Can you give a brief description about the pizza oven that Chief Klotz is asking about?
So it's pretty incredible. So it was handmade. Each tile was put on, and I actually did a post on our social media a couple weeks ago because I don't think anyone realized, like, we literally had to take out all of the windows to get it in, and it came on this huge truck, and it was wrapped, and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's huge, and it cooks in 90 seconds at 800 degrees.
Wow.
Like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And all the ingredients are authentic, like Italian ingredients, tomatoes, the cheese. I mean, everything's like top of the, I don't want to talk about my husband, but he's the one that is the pizzaiolo, and he's very passionate about pizza. That's like his thing. Like he'll if you go up to the pizza bar, there's some seats there. He'll talk your ear off about pizza, so be prepared. But yeah, I mean, it's been a huge great addition to the menu, and people are loving it. So that's been a really, really big positive. You know, we tweaked portions and pricing and that sort of thing, so that's been a little bit of a challenge. But yeah, overall, it's doing great. So, and we've had
great.
so many kids in there, and I actually have some really fun videos I need to show. I think I'm gonna do like a little contest of like your kids, but everyone keeps sending me videos of their kids eating pizza and pasta, and I'm like, oh, we need to have a contest on our social media. But it's been fun to have all the kiddos in, and it's amazing that so many people were like, I didn't feel like I could bring my kids here, and now they're just like in, and we're like, we're so excited they're here, and I'm like, yes, you could have always brought them. But it's been so fun to see all the families come in, just not seeing the parents on date night, which we love to see, but it's been fun to see the kiddos too. So, and like I said earlier, my 2.5-year-old can eat an entire 12-inch pizza by himself, so it's really good. But yeah, so the pizza's great. We still have, you know, our chef making the homemade pasta. We still have our good, like, main things that people love. So yeah, and then we have the catering truck. So I started doing that a couple weeks ago. The luxury trailer, I'm calling it. But we've been doing, we did a couple events so far, and I have some booked through the summer, so that's exciting. Because we can't really host parties anymore. We knocked on that wall, and it's kind of a different layout. So this is the creative part that makes me excited because I love party planning. So no two events are alike, which has been really fun. We have some really fun ones coming up, a first birthday party mermaid theme, a little first birthday gelato theme. So lots of fun stuff. So you can tell that makes me happy. I don't like to hostess and boss. But yeah, so
That's great.
we're
Well,
good.
thank you. And make sure your husband knows Steve's face because we'll be seeing him at the.
Well, we'll make a
Same.
delivery tomorrow, noted in my head, and I won't be late.
They're gonna be so excited. Look at him.
Listen, pizza makes everything better. I'm sorry. If you're having a bad day, if you just eat pizza, it just makes everything go away, at
Do
least
you
for
have
me.
do you have a video of the mayor eating pizza?
I
Okay,
don't, actually.
One of his favorites.
We're going to have to enter you in the contest, too. Maybe not just kiddos. Maybe we need adults and kiddos.
With the
That
Pepsi
would
or
be
Mountain Dew,
fun.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I
right?
attended the Girls' Night Out event that you had there,
Oh,
and it
fun.
was so much fun. So I encourage everyone just to keep an eye on the Facebook page if you host that again.
Thank
They
you.
had a DJ.
The mom's night?
Yeah,
Didn't
the
you love
moms,
it? Yeah,
the
yeah.
girls' night,
The
yeah.
moms,
So I
yeah.
grabbed a girlfriend
Yeah.
and we went, and The filet mignon stuffed ravioli was out of this world.
Parmesan
So
cream
It was
sauce.
fun. It was a nice, fun environment, not a spot open at the bar.
Yeah.
I heard that's hard real estate to get, so you
Yes.
get there super early.
Yeah.
But everything was great. Fun drink menu. I like how you played with the names. They're
Lots
really
of new
cute.
cocktails.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
yes.
it was a lot of fun. So.
That's Frankie's thing. Like Frankie's amazing at making cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
He can whip anything up, and he is just so like his wife. I was like, I love living with a mixologist. Like yesterday, he was making jalapeno margaritas. I was like, okay, but yeah. So thank you. Yeah, that was the first thing, and I kind of was like, I don't want to be ladies. I was like, it's right after Mother's Day. I was like, Mom's need a night out, and it was so fun. And I was there. I was sitting at the high top. I was a customer. I've never been a customer in a restaurant. I've never sat and like eaten with my girlfriends. But it was good to like watch and see how the whole process played out. But I was like, this is so fun. I want to come here all the time. And I was
It
like,
was a
wait,
lot
you have
of
to
fun.
work.
Yes, like, everyone was having a great time, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah, a
that.
lot of
Thank
fun.
you.
Great. Well, thanks again, Angela. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks for stepping up.
Yeah.
Next, we have item number 4. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Maggie Grant to the position of Public Works Service Representative.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Maggie has over 13 years of customer service experience, including 5 years as a trainer, and most recently is working in an office setting. She has managed numerous difficult situations and accustomed of providing excellent internal and external customer service. I'd like to ask the board to consider appointing Maggie to the position of Public Works Service Representative effective June 21st, 2023. Is there any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 4, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 5. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Michael Schrag to the position of diesel mechanic.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Thank you. Michael has 28 years of related serviceman experience, most recently supporting fleet operations and classic vehicle restoration projects. Michael has experience on a variety of mechanical equipment and with different types of mechanical repairs. I'd like to ask the board to please consider appointing Michael to the position of diesel mechanic effective July 5th, 2023. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 6. Sorry, for
5.
item 5. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Item number 6, I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Jessica Rowe to the position of 911 dispatcher.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Jessica has served in multiple public safety roles, including 3 years of experience in dispatching both emergency and non-emergency calls, working for local communities and in call centers responsible for multiple agencies, including county, municipal, and deputies. She holds many certificates to include EMD, NIMS, LEADS, and she is trained as an EMT. I'd like to ask you to consider appointing Jessica to the position of 911 dispatcher effective July 5th, 2023. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 6. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 7. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Jason Engberg to the position of planning manager.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
second.
Thank you. Jason is a planning professional with 11 years of experience in both the private sector, collaborating on a wide range of planning projects with 15 different municipalities, and most recently serving as a senior planner with local municipality. Jason holds a Bachelor of Arts in Regional and Urban Planning and holds an AICP certification. Anyone have any questions? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 7. Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 8. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Hannah Gasick to the position of Community Engagement Specialist.
I'll I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, Dennis. And has experience in marketing, programming, and special events managing, working in various settings to include academic radio and communications for Special Olympics Chicago. She is accustomed to creating content for social media accounts to include Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Hannah also holds a bachelor's degree in public relations, minoring in advertising and marketing from Lewis University. I'd like to ask the board to consider appointing Hannah to the position of Community Engagement Specialist effective June 26, 2023. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 8, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 9. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider the appointment of Daniel Nunez to the position of maintenance technician.
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Thank you. Daniel has 11 years of related experience in general maintenance, including 7 years of electrical maintenance experience. He is skilled with a variety of hand and power tools and proficient with troubleshooting and maintenance on electrical equipment. Please consider appointing Daniel to the position of maintenance technician effective July 19th, 2023. Any questions from the board? Only thing I'd like to add as a whole, thank you to all the department staff, department heads, and our HR department and our manager's office for all the interviews for all these employees that we appointed, so thank you for all the work that you guys do. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 9, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 10. May I have a motion to consider approval of the consent agenda items?
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Consent agenda items have been publicly posted and available for review on the agenda for tonight's meeting. Would anyone from the board like any of these items removed from the consent agenda tonight? Let the record reflect there are none. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 10, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 11. I'd like to ask the board for a motion, consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-034, increasing the number of Class AV1 liquor and gaming licenses that can be used in the village Dendritos at 18301 South Park, Oak Park Avenue. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 11, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 12. I'd like to ask the board for a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-035, increasing the number of Class UV2 liquor and gaming licenses that can be issued in the village at 18301 South LaGrange Road. Is there any questions? I'm sorry, do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion. I'll second it.
Thank you. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held prior to this. Is there any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 12, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Item number 13, trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-027, amending the Tinley Park zoning ordinance for the purpose of regulating corner fences on residential properties.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks.
Sorry. The village board reviewed the text amendment as the first reading at June 6, 2023 meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll for item 13.
Roll call for item 13, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 14, trustee Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-069, awarding, a redevelopment grant to Frankie's since 1988 for a patio expansion located at 9501 West 171 Street.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. The business owners, Angela Santoro Castelli and Frankie Santoro of Frankie's since 1988, propose to expand the concrete walkway patio space to create a larger outdoor dining area. The Economic and Commercial Commission at the June 12, 2023 meeting recommended 5-0 to support the grant request for the patio expansion in an amount not to exceed $20,342.50. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Is there anything, Angela, you'd like to add?
So basically, for anyone that's been there, so we don't have a patio at all. So we have a sidewalk with some tables that we've made into a patio, which I don't know if that's, but yeah. So when we had the tent during COVID, it was great because we had a ton of seating out there, and it was like a whole other dining room. We had a lot of staff during COVID, which was great for that. Obviously, the inside wasn't open. But, one of the downfalls is that, especially tonight, I was hostessing and, like, people wanted to sit outside. And I was like, some people love to be outside in the heat, right? So we definitely could use the extra seating. I think we also lose a lot of business because we don't have, it's summer. Everyone's cooped up all winter. Like, they want to be outside when it's nice out. As much as they love the new inside, like, people still want to be outside. So that would be great if that was, a new addition that we can add. And it also, will bring more jobs and our revenue, which is a given. But, we've hired a lot of new people with the redevelopment and rebranding, which is great, but it's still not enough. I think that it would be a great addition. So, yes. Questions?
Anyone?
Good luck.
Another project.
Well, I'll just say, when we built up this grant, this is exactly what we were looking for, so
Okay.
a perfect use for it.
Thank
So,
you.
Very
Thanks.
supportive.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you. Is
Anyone
that a
else?
yes? Don't want to get my hopes up.
Madam Clerk, please call the roll for Angela, our guest speaker.
Oh my God, thank you.
Roll call for item 14, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion
Congrats.
motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Angela.
You can
You're
go
good.
back.
Thank you so much,
Back to work.
everyone. I'm sorry for the, thank
It's
you.
okay. See you. Thank you.
See you soon.
She's so sweet.
Next, we have item number 15. Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-032, approving a deed in lieu of foreclosure agreement for the real property commonly known as 18035 Sayre Avenue.
I'll make the motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
Thanks. The item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting held prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item 15?
Roll call for item 15, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 16. Trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-037, granting a map amendment for a certain property located at 8041-8061 186th Street to be zoned ORI in the Mercury Business Center PUD.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Thanks. The proposed map amendment for the rezoning to ORI will allow the 3 lots at 8041-8061 186th Street to be more appropriately zoned for the existing office buildings and used for medical offices. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on June 5th, 2023, and voted 7-0, recommending the proposed special use for approval to the village board. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Item 16. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 16, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item numbers. You're very welcome. Next, we have item number 17, trustee Dennis Mahoney.
Thank you. Please consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-038, granting a special use for a substantial deviation from the Mercury Business Center planned unit development for certain property at 8041-8061, 186th Street.
Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Go ahead, Dennis.
The proposed special use for substantial deviation will add medical offices as a permitted use for ORI, zone property in the Mercury Business Center PUD. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on June 15th, 2023, and voted 7-0, recommending the proposed special use for approval to the village board. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Dennis. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 17, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 18, trustee Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like the board to consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-065, approving the purchase of the annual maintenance of 911 dispatch software from Central Square.
So moved.
Is there a second? Thank you. Go ahead, Bill.
This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting prior to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 18, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have item number 19, trustee Brady.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Again, consider adopting ordinance 2023-0-039, amending pay scales and certain fringe benefits for employees for the fiscal year ending April 30th, 2024.
So moved.
A second.
You, go ahead, Bill.
Thank you. The ordinance amends the established pay scales for Appendix D beginning May 1st, 2023, and ending April 30th, 2024. This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting prior to this meeting. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, sir. Any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 19, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 20, trustee Brady.
Yes, want the board to consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-066, creating an application procedure for Village Ordinance Number 70-0-002, an ordinance regulating disability leave.
So moved.
Is there a second?
A second.
Thank you. Go ahead, Bill.
This item was discussed at the committee of the whole meeting prior to this meeting, and this resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, sir. Is there any questions from the board? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 20, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 21, trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-067, approving a change order to the contract between the Village of Tinley Park and Aries, Inc. for Post 5 improvements.
So moved.
A second.
Go ahead, Mike.
The addition of the auxiliary wet well was discussed during the Committee of the Whole meeting held just prior to this, and this item is eligible for adoption.
Thank you. John, could you just give a brief description because of the resident that spoke in the cow and said that there was nothing on this, on the amount of work that has to be done for this?
So the project overall is upwards of $5 million. We had gone out to bid. There was almost a year worth of engineering and design and planning. The system that we are creating was not only designed for the sanitary intake of over 3/4 of our community, but we also have issues with inflow and infiltration of stormwater. Because of the fact that the current tank does not hold the capacity that's needed, and it causes a surcharge situation, we engineered the underground tank to hold the excess water during any storm that we receive in town. Now, understanding that there is an extensive amount of engineering that went in, we received preliminary approvals from MWRD to start construction. As we got back from MWRD, their final reports, we had a storm trap system for the project without getting into details of it. They did not want to approve the structure, and they requested that we replace the storm trap system with a wet well that would be poured in place, a concrete structure in lieu of the storm trap variation. So again, this project was already out to bid with the one type of system. After it went out to bid and started construction, MWRD came back and asked for an adjustment to the design. So because we are governed by MWRD for all of our storm and sanitary sewer infrastructure, we kind of had to move to their requirements. So that's where the change order came in for this project. Again, it's a $5 million project, so yes, $211,000 does seem like a lot of money, but in the big picture of the project, it's just over 5% of a change order, which is well within our right to request a change order for that amount.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Any other questions from the board? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item 21, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 22, trustee Michael Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2023-R-068, approving the purchase of Motorola APX Next portable radio for Tinley Park Police Department.
I'll mention it.
You'll second it?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
Please consider the approval to purchase radios, equipment, and recommended software packages in the amount of $1.3 million through the continued intergovernmental agreement with Cook County ETSB. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole, held just prior to this meeting, and is also eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Mueller. Any questions from the board besides what we already discussed in the cow? Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll for item 22?
Roll call for item 22, trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
The motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Next, we have item number 23, receive comments from staff. Would any staff from your table, Pat, like to comment?
Yeah, just have
June,
one thing.
are you junior or senior? Are you junior or senior?
Yeah, so, actually, I would be a junior, so.
June.
Yeah,
Okay. Go ahead, Pat.
just like to mention, we have a very special day tomorrow, birthday for Lisa Valley, who keeps us on track. So it is a special day, and we appreciate everything that she does to keep the manager's office and the board on track. So happy birthday, Lisa.
Any comments, Lisa? Should we bring out the cake?
Should we sing?
You're welcome, Pat. She thanked you. Anyone else?
Follow that.
Mr. Urbanski.
Along with the fact that we did get our award for the Water Ambassador Program, I am remiss to mention that due to our current situation with the weather, that we are in somewhat of a drought. The Water Department is going to be hanging the signs around town and our color-coded notification system is gonna switch from green to yellow. What that means for the residents is, as of right now, we're allowing watering on the odd or even based on the last digit of your address from 7 to 11 a.m. and 7 to 11 p.m. The switch is now that we are only gonna allow watering, outdoor watering from 7 to 11 p.m. during this drought condition. So again, that'll be posted with the, our village website, and the signs that are throughout town are getting switched to, again, that yellow condition for our watering.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Chief? Talk about
I'll,
pizzas?
no pizzas. I just like to remind our residents that Illinois law prohibits any kind of use of consumer fireworks. Please leave fireworks up to the professionals. And as Director Urbanski mentioned, he is 100% right about the drought. We are experiencing a lot more grass fires in the area, which again would go along with the Illinois law of not lighting fireworks off during this season. So hopefully we could have a safe and enjoyable holiday, but without just leaving it to the professionals. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief, if I could just add something to that,
Sure.
would that include fire pits that many people use?
Again, the fire pits, as long as it's in the proper container, it's okay. However, you have to be very cautious because of the embers that are blowing, and this grass is very, very dry. We had a fence on fire a couple days ago that could have gotten a lot worse. So you really have to exercise caution when you're using those things.
Okay, thank you.
Donna?
I will share with you that we are in full stride on our events this summer. In addition to our ongoing farmers market and benches and cruise nights and all that great stuff, our ale trail is 2 weeks in, has been proving fairly popular already. This Saturday evening, we have a Music in the Plaza concert schedule. The band will be Small Town, which is a Mellencamp tribute band that's going to be playing from 7 till 10 p.m. And we're White Sox night, Tinley Park White Sox night is Friday evening. It's guaranteed rate field. And then we are at full planning mode for our 4-day Rib Fest, which we've talked about this evening, July 1st through 4th. All the details can be found on the website. And then a short 2 weeks later, our 2-day block party will be in downtown Tinley, July 15th and 16th. So super excited about all the fun we're going to have this summer.
Thanks, Donna. Dan, you gonna be the only one at the table? Okay.
Mayor, real quick,
Yes, sir.
I just, I know I spoke at the cow, but I can't stress enough my appreciation for all the hard work that was put in by the committee for these radios. Pat told us to figure it out, and we sat and we put a committee together. John Urbanski and Anthony were instrumental in getting this to fruition, along with Tom Tilton and Darren Persha. And these radios are bar none the best out there, so thank you again. Thank you for all your support with the board as well.
You're welcome. You sure, Dan? Okay. Next, we have item number 24, receive comments from the board. Anyone from the board besides Bill Brady like to comment?
I'll add something.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, I just wanted to kind of extend what Donna was talking about with our summer events, and just to let everyone know that we're, like, if you're considering to volunteering, we're looking for volunteers for the 2-day block party, and that will be from 2 to 10 p.m. on Saturday, July 15th, and from noon to 7 p.m. Sunday, July 16th, and that will be at Zabraki Plaza. Our volunteers will receive a free summer t-shirt and a voucher for free food and non-alcoholic drink. And the village is always looking for volunteers who can work one or both days, and shifts available. And if anyone is interested in volunteering their time, please email marketing@tinleypark.org.
Thank you. Trustee Brady?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa.
Belly.
Happy birthday to you. Desperation and despair, people dying everywhere, but happy birthday.
He's yours.
Showbiz like showbiz. Many more.
Township's best, right there to your left.
Hope you guys remember to mute your mics.
Anyone else from the board care to comment? No? I didn't. I just, again, want to add, kind of echo what Donna said. I really, really want to thank all the hard work that our whole public safety team put into the planning of these events. The reaction after the Chambers Carnival, and for this 4-day Rib Fest. Especially want to thank, Donna, Amanda, Deputy Chief Tilton, Pat Carr, and the whole public safety team for all the work they put in this. The 4 of them really dove into this hard and spent a lot of time meeting on this and thinking and brainstorming to make sure this is a safe event for everyone. So thank you for all your work, and I look forward to a great weekend.
You're here.
And then again, the 2-day block party that we started last year. Thank you, Donna, for honoring that request and wish. I think it worked out really well. The businesses and vendors were happy. The place was packed. It went up, the whole north lot was filled, so hopefully to have the same type of success this year. So again, thank you to all the hard work that everyone does and all the volunteers. And our, last but not least, our Public Works. Thanks for all their help, for helping set it up, John. Anyone else? Mr. Shaw?
Just want to, again, echo that. I was on the first Ale Trail, and it was a great time. I would highly recommend for anybody to take a ride, get out there. The people that I was on it with were, everyone was just having a great time. Going from pub to pub, but even before that, just a great group of people, and everyone was really excited, talking it up. There were a number of people we ran into who actually live in the Boulevard building. So not originally from Tinley Park, but lived there. And I just found it really interesting, having been on the Plan Commission from the beginning of that project, hearing about what the target demographic was going to be, and we needed certain folks coming in here, and then to be on the Ale Trail, and there they were right there in front of me. The friends of the people who were there were saying, "Oh, I love this, and there any openings in your building?" And so it was actually, I thought, a really great thing for the community. One other point there, I was talking to John earlier. Some folks may have noticed a lot of commotion going on down where Harmony Square is going to be. A lot of work going on there. I'm happy to see that, and more to come. It's good.
Thank you. Next, we'll have item number 25, receive comments from the public. Would anyone from the public or Lisa Valley like to comment?
The birthday girl?
Let the record reflect there are none. Next, we have item 26, Pat and Hannah, is there any executive session? Nope. May I have a motion, please, to adjourn tonight's village board meeting?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Trustee Brady?
Yes.
Trustee Mahoney?
Yes.
Trustee Mueller?
Yes.
Trustee Shaw?
Yes.
Trustee Sullivan?
Yes.
Motion is carried. We are adjourned, everyone, so thank you very much.